In contrast, the adaptive immune response is highly specific for each invader. The cells of the adaptive immune response have receptors that differentiate one pathogen from another by their unique parts, called antigens. These receptors can distinguish between friendly bacteria and potentially deadly ones. The trade-off is that the adaptive response relies on cells being primed or activated, so they can fully differentiate into the right kind of fighter to kill that pathogen. And that can take a few weeks. But the great advantage of the adaptive immune response is immunologic memory. The cells that are activated in the adaptive immune response undergo clonal expansion, which means that they massively proliferate. And each time the adaptive cells seize that same pathogen, they massively proliferate again, resulting in a stronger and faster response each time that pathogen comes around. Once the pathogen is destroyed, most of the clonally expanded cells die off. That's called clonal deletion. But some of the clonally expanded cells live on as memory cells, and they're ready to expand once more if the pathogen ever resurfaces. Now it's time to meet the soldiers, which are the white blood cells or leukocytes. Hematopoiesis is the process of forming white blood cells, as well as red blood cells and platelets, and it takes place in the bone marrow. Hematopoiesis starts with a multipotent hematopoietic stem cell, which can develop into various cell types. Its future is undecided. Some become myeloid progenitor cells, whereas others become lymphoid progenitor cells. The myeloid progenitor cells develop into myeloid cells, which include neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils, mast cells, dendritic cells, macrophages, and monocytes, all of which are part of the innate immune response, and can be found in the blood as well as in the tissues. The neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils, and mast cells are considered granulocytes, because they contain granules in their cytoplasm, and the trio of neutrophils, eosinophils, and basophils are also referred to as polymorphonuclear cells, or PMNs, because their nuclei contain multiple lobes instead of being round. The mast cells are not considered PMNs because their nucleus is round. During an